So today is a good day because today I picked myself up one of these deck shaped boxes, and if you've seen the title of the video you probably know that in here is one of the brand new COLAB decks. So we're going to open this up. Here's the deck itself. You can actually see the layers of fiberglass and everything there, which is pretty cool. Cody put a video up saying that people should wax the bottom of the boards, so I'm going to do that before I do anything else. I'm just going to rub this into the slide surface. So a little bit about these decks. They are about 97.5 centimeters in length, long enough to be stable but short enough that you can still throw it around a little bit. They are 10 inches wide at the center. So I've been riding the Dylan Warren Pro 97 the last sort of year and a half now. It's been fantastic, I absolutely love it, but I've had my name down on the pre-order list for the COLAB boards for ages. There's still a lot of life left in this board. I'm going to switch over to the COLAB for now. So for anyone who orders a COLAB deck, they don't come with grip tape. The idea being that you go down to your local skate shop, as I've done, and just pick up a sheet of grip tape for yourself. Okay, last thing I like to do is take a spare bit of grip tape and just rub it around the edges. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, now that the deck's all ready to go, I'm gonna grab my old board and take the trucks off first. Alright, so I've just had my first quick spin out tonight on the new COLAB deck. I just went down for a quick skate on the cycle path. I rode a street ledge there and was able to do all of my usual tricks. Really looking forward to getting this out for a proper test. We'll see how it holds up on all terrains. So see you in 2 months.
Some coke, have some weed. You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, the good thing. I'm your pusherman. I'm your pusherman. Super cool, super mean, feeling good for the man. Super fly, here I stand, secret stash, happy brand, baddest bitches in the bed. I'm your pusherman. I'm your pusherman. I'm your pusherman.
Okay, hopefully you enjoyed some of those clips. I'm going to save the better ones for an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. But I've been riding this board for about 2 months and it feels really good. It just feels like you have something solid and reliable underneath your feet. The shape of the board feels quite similar to a Pro 95, but obviously a little bit longer and a little bit wider. You have a symmetric concave where your feet sit. So I find this hugs your feet really well, and me riding with no heel straps, I haven't found myself falling out of it too much or anything. In the center of the board, between your feet, is a perfectly flat surface for sliding. You see I've had a go at quite a few board slides the past wee while. Do keep waxing your board because that will help it last longer obviously, but it's held up really well. For the amount of slides I do on it, there's absolutely no splitting around the edges here like I've had on previous boards. One of the biggest differences I find coming off the Pro 97 is that the COLAB deck turns a lot smoother, which is probably a combination of the wider stance and the predictable flex. It just feels really nice underfoot and you're able to really put some power into your turns. The deck feels pretty stiff and it has a progressive flex, meaning the more weight you put on it, the more it's gonna bounce back, which means it's really good for tackling bigger jumps or stair sets. I normally don't do anything too crazy, but I was determined to see if I could bottom out this deck, and I took it down maybe a 6 foot drop and it just about bottomed out. But apart from that, I haven't had it happen any other time at all. The stance is quite wide, so as you're able to get more momentum for spinning and board control in general. For me, riding without heel straps and with quite loose trucks, I've had wheel bite on my toes a couple of times, and it's just something that I've had to get used to and adjust to. I don't think it'll happen for most people. If you wear heel straps, it's quite unlikely you're gonna get wheel bite. Lastly, the weight of the deck is a little bit more than the Pro 100. But coupled with that, you get a really nice pop of it, so I don't really notice the weight difference too much. So who is this board for? It's a really good all-terrain board. I've ridden it at skate parks, BMX tracks, off-road, and it's held up in all conditions. It's definitely for the adult rider, but it really suits all styles of riding, and it's a great all-round, all-terrain board. So this one was part of the first batch, which was a bit of a trial. There's another batch coming, as far as I know. And if you want to find out more about that, I'll put the link to the COLAB website up here, and check out ATBShop who distribute the boards up here. But that's it for this video. If you got any more questions, just fire me a comment below. Thanks for watching and keep riding. Bye.